Hey, what's going? Nope. Yep, it works. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Reese, it's terrible. Welcome back to the brand new format for the PapaJugg Podcast. This is episode 31, and we're going to get this kicked off with all new features, except the music. My bad. The audio track that was linked, I can't find it. It's gone. Like I deleted it, or I don't know what the hell happened. But anyways, we're getting started. Let's have a good time.
Party people, how you feeling?
Welcome back, everybody, to the PapaJugg Podcast. This is episode 31, but it is episode 1 of the brand new format, and my notes just fell off my monitor because I'm pro. So this is going to be an interesting test. We're going to be putting some new features out into the world. The formatting is different. The graphics are different. There is an audio issue. I don't know what is going on. But I had all of the audio that I had prepped. There's new audio for transitions. There's new audio for the intro. All of these things are missing now. I don't know where they went between, I don't know, the last time I like finalized all this stuff was like Sunday. So where they went between Sunday and tonight, couldn't tell you, but here we are. So it's going to be interesting. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I want to let everybody know that we are going to be covering similar topics, but in different ways. We're going to get deeper on some things, and there's going to be features for future shows that you don't see tonight. Each show is not going to be identical in format. So there's going to be some things like, I have a thought about that. We're going to probably keep that every episode. We're going to be keeping fast facts every episode, which you'll see in a minute. But there are other parts that are specific to certain types of topics or content, and that's going to change. You might see that one week, you might not see that another week. So I want to keep this as fresh as possible. And I am also building out a format with all of the new graphics and everything. I had to make some really big changes, but we had to do things where I am now going to be building an entirely new format for guests. So there's going to be more guests. We were very, very always thankful to have Mr. Jinxie when he was coming on here as a guest host. Unfortunately, he is no longer available Fridays, so I cried a little bit and then I moved on because we have to keep pushing forward, and I would love to have him back. Maybe one night we can get him because I love Jinxie's perspectives on gaming and content creation and all of that. But there's going to be more special guests, including game developers, fellow content creators. What am I talking about? Celebrities is not the word. I'm trying to think of the word that is not celebrities. I don't remember. Okay, whatever. People that are going to be contributing perspectives that you don't always get on other podcasts, that you certainly don't get on this channel. We're going to be adding more of those. So it's going to be interesting stuff. So let's just move right into it. We're going to do, and I have buttons. Look at that. I could just push a button and poof, it changes scenes. Isn't that cool? Let's jump right into fast facts. So I'm going to run down a quick list here. These are things that you may not have heard about this week so far. First things first. A CEO of a Nigerian bank. His name was Dr. Herbert Wigwe. His wife, his son, and 3 other people all died in a helicopter crash in the United States. He started this bank. He built it from the ground up. He was one of the richest people in all of Africa. His funeral was attended by the President of France, former US President Bill Clinton, Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Like, this was a who's who list of super wealthy people. And the president of South Africa was there. The foreign trade minister for France was there. Like, this dude had a funeral. 7 days, by the way, keeping with local traditional custom, especially for somebody of his stature, of his community stature, not his height. But yeah, this was a hell of a thing. So quite interesting. Up next, I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Twitch at the end of March, but you have to start entering now. I'm going to be doing a giveaway on Twitch. It is going to be a $25 card. This was one of the most popular giveaways that I've ever done. It's a $25 gift card to Steam, Xbox, or PlayStation. Whatever you play, I will get you a $25 gift card, but you have to enter on my Twitch channel, and you've got to do it with the piñatas you earn when you spend time on the channel. So check that out. Up next, the State of the Union speech was this past Tuesday here in the United States. It is the annual speech given by the President of the United States to our legislature, our federal Congress. I'm preferring to call it the State of the Circus, and that's not a political statement. That's just, holy shit, what the hell happened to adult decorum? Congress used to be a place where like mature behavior was mandated. It was a rule. You could not be disrespectful in those hallways. Now it's a fucking zoo. I don't know what the hell is going on, but they're interrupting each other. They're having argument. Like it's a fucking joke. Okay. I've seen European parliaments conduct themselves with more Look, the text worked. How did you do that? Wow. Sorry. I just got interrupted because a feature worked. If you guys remember in the last podcast, YouTube chat never appeared anywhere. It like never loaded. It never linked. Every time I reset it, it didn't matter. But something from Rooster68W just showed up in chat. Do it again. Type something else. If it's been typing there the whole time, I have no idea, but do it again. Keep typing. Anyways, so I'm excited. A feature. Nope. Shit. Well, that one worked. Why didn't the other ones? We got one. No, there they are. I'm so happy. Okay. Sorry. It's on the screen. If you are watching this live on YouTube, you can see this occurring. I'm so happy. Anyways. Okay. Let's keep going. So the State of the Circus speech was given. I am highly disappointed. I am not making political commentary about either the interruptors or the interrupted. I am simply saying that they need to return to acting like adults, because even if they aren't, they need to fucking act like it. Just stop it. You're supposed to be leaders of the free worlds and democracies, not Helldivers 2 democracy, actual democracy-esque things that we have. No, they failed. The Oscars, the Motion Picture Academy of Arts and Sciences, blah, 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 whatever they're called. The Oscars are going to be airing this Sunday. The host is going to be Jimmy Kimmel again. He's done it before. Most people say he does a pretty good job. I'm not the hugest fan, but whatever. The Oscars are going to be this Sunday in the United States. That is broadcast worldwide and also online. You can check that out. Welcome to Fortnite, everybody. This podcast is more effective than Fortnite because I'm actually live. Fortnite, as I know, as of now, Fortnite is still not playable. Fortnite has been down for the entire day. They were supposed to release the new season. When it was supposed to go live, they put out a post saying, hey, we're having a technical problem. It's got another 8 hours before you can log in. And then a few more hours go by, and then people started noticing that they were getting like credential errors, which we're going to talk about in a minute. And then Epic put out a tweet saying that you can download the patch in 5 hours, but you can't play it yet. And then just before we go live, there was still no update other than like 3 or 4 hours ago, and it was still unplayable. Sucks for Fortnite players. That is really, really terrible. And they haven't really explained why. We're going to get into another one of those later. Hey, look, it's Meta. They had an outage 3 days ago. Meta, the entire Meta network, Facebook, Threads, and Instagram all went offline. Worldwide, gone. All of Meta was off. It was some sort of a login problem because everybody got logged out. Now, the interesting thing is, like, everybody's like, ooh, are they getting hacked? No, didn't seem to be a result of a hack. Also, it didn't seem to be the result of the submarine cables that are getting cut in the Red Sea by terrorists. Turns out not that problem either. So Meta hasn't said why. Really disappointing. I'm kind of curious. But anyways, it could be a similar problem that they had in 2021. In 2021, a Meta employee caused the entire network to fail. Could this be happening again? Maybe. We don't know. Up next in Fast Facts, we've got, Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. No, I'm not making that up. No, this isn't a joke. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are going to fight on Netflix on July 20th. Now, for those who might remember, Jake Paul got his boxing start on the undercard at a Mike Tyson exhibition fight. Tyson gave him his first boxing break, and to Logan Paul's credit, I'm not a huge fan of the Paul brothers, but to Logan Paul's credit, he's actually proved to be a credible boxer. Is he world championship material? Who knows? I don't care. Point is, he's going to be fighting Mike Tyson. Jake Paul's in his 20s, Tyson's in his 50s. But it's Mike Tyson. And I posted, somebody said something on X about it, and I replied, oh, that's too bad. Such a young age to die. I do not like Mike Tyson. I don't think he gets I don't think he deserves any of the celebrity status he has. The man is a rapist and not a pleasant human being. Okay. He's just not a good guy. That said, when it comes to boxing, Tyson can kill you. Like, that man was a boxing phenom. He was fast. He was strong. He could take a punch. Like, he was a phenom in boxing. Yeah. Jake's going to go up, and I think Jake's going to fall down. I think Jake is going to get the crap kicked out of him by a guy who's like 57, I think Tyson is. Whoo, that's going to hurt. Also, interesting gaming news. SimCity 3000, arguably, the greatest city simulator in all of gaming. Sort of a predecessor to City Skylines. It's definitely a predecessor, but in terms of like amazing capability, SimCity 3000 was great. SimCity 3000 is now available on Steam. EA has dumped a bunch of titles onto Steam, including, I think, was it the Call of Duties they dumped on? Like, there's a whole bunch of stuff that's like really old games that they're putting on Steam now. Well, SimCity 3000 available now. It's $1.99. I'm tempted to check it out because I love a good city simulator. I think they are fantastic ways to spend time. So I'm going to be checking that out. And then also finally the TV show, TV show Shogun debuted on Hulu. It is now the number one biggest preview in Hulu history. 9 million viewers so far. Massive. So congratulations to everybody that worked on Shogun. I have quite a few friends who saw it. I did not see it yet, but I should this weekend. But Shogun has been really, really well received. Very popular show now. Hopefully getting a season 2 renewal. Apparently that's in doubt. There is some discussion about whether or not that's going to happen. So we're going to see how that plays out. But Shogun is doing great. And then my final fast fact is I want to let everybody know that beginning on Monday and through next Thursday, so the 11th through the 14th of March, I'm going to be doing a fundraiser along with all of my friends in Rise Above. That is really not coming out right because not everybody in Rise Above is participating. With many of my friends in Rise Above, we are doing a fundraiser for the Starlight Children's Foundation. Our goal is $1,600. My personal goal from my community, I would love to see us put together $800 all by ourselves. Let's show them how we raise funds for kids in need. What Starlight Children's Foundation does is they provide entertainment through gaming, toy deliveries, virtual reality, really, really cool stuff for kids, along with custom hospital gowns. The kids don't have to wear what the hospital provides. These gowns are completely sanitized and safe for hospitals, and they're gaming themed. They're fun. They got cool designs on them. So we're going to try to raise that money beginning next Monday through next Thursday. Our goal is $800. I want to show how we do fundraising in the PJ Party. So if you can, please make sure you stop by the Twitch channel on Monday stream, Wednesday stream, and or Thursday stream. Let's crush that $800 and let's make sure that the entire team gets to $1,600. That way we can get an entire gaming station by ourselves. Rise Above, through our fundraising efforts, if we can put together $1,600, they get an entire gaming station that they can then take to hospitals. In 2023, they helped over 3 million hospital kids deal with all of the pain and misery that goes with hospitalization. They're going to help push through that. So we are very, very excited to team up with them for the month of March. And different members of Rise Above are doing it different ways. Some are doing it for the entire month. Some are doing it certain days. Some are doing it for certain weeks. Everybody's got something going on. We're all doing it with our schedules. So make sure that if you see a Rise Above streamer, which you can find on Twitch very easily, you just tap the Rise Above tag that's on all of our streams. You will see who else is live. Check that out. Make sure you can donate if it's possible for you. We would love your support. So that's it. Let's move on. We are going to say what? Oh, wow. So this is going to be an interesting thing. The way this is going to work is I am going to start this with, so this is going to be something that I saw in the last week where I saw a quote or some sort of a reaction and I was like, huh? Say what? So typically the way this is going to start is I'm going to give you the quote and then I'm going to give you the backstory and let you know what the hell is going on. Here's the quote. Sir, say your full name and then say Aiden Ross is not liable for any of this. Of course the idiocy comes from Aiden Ross. Of course the idiocy comes from Kick. Of course it's these two things together. Here's what happened. Cannot believe. Okay. Just gonna, buddy. I'm going to read you this portion of the article. Police in Port Moody, British Columbia, Canada say a 19-year-old man from the Lower Mainland could be charged after he allegedly drove his vehicle into the sea. No, I'm not making this up. Let me say this again. Police in Port Moody, British Columbia, Canada say a 19-year-old man from the Lower Mainland could be charged after he allegedly drove his vehicle into the sea as part of a live-streamed video. He went into Aiden Ross's Kick stream live and said he would drive his car into the ocean, to which Aiden Ross replied, I'll pay you $10,000. Do it. Okay. Oh, but please, let's take care of the legal stuff first. And Aiden said, Aiden Ross is not liable for any of this. The man repeated it. And then drove his car into the ocean. How stupid are the people on Kick? Stop it. I've said it before. I'll say it again. It seems like the top tier people on Kick are one of two categories. Either they are on an apology tour or they need to be on an apology tour. This is a disaster of humanity. We need to stop rewarding these people with views. Just stop it. Because they think this guy who's a part owner of the company, he's a part owner. He thinks the phrase, please say Aiden Ross is not liable for any of this, is somehow legally free and clear. Like, well, he said that I'm not liable, so I can't be liable, right? Because the guy said it, and he's a really credible guy because he drove his car into an ocean. So he's smart. So I'm missing something about he's a part owner of the company. This is the guy making decisions? What? This is the face of the company. He has said it. Eddie has said it. Aiden Ross is the face of the company, and he's doing this. He's paying guys to commit crimes and saying, well, all you got to say is I'm not liable, and poof, I'm not liable. That's not how the law works, folks. Newsflash. I just... Okay. Anyways. Moving right along. So yes. So this week's Say What is Aiden Ross is not liable for any of this. By the way, the police in British Columbia were notified of this as it was happening. They got there. They arrested the guy. He is probably not only going to go to jail for this, but he is also getting fined because he drove his car into an ocean. Not all countries, but some countries give a shit about the environment, Canada being one of them. And when you drive things loaded with gasoline and oil and plastics into the ocean, they tend to get upset. So there's going to be a problem there. You should have Hugo Lord check on this. Best attorney ever. Yeah, okay. You're not wrong. I mean, you're wrong, but still, let's move on. Okay. I'm going to go to our last segment of the night. If you are looking on screen, you are seeing a picture of Wilbur Soot. It's Wilbur. Hi, Wilbur. I had a thought about that. This is a segment that is probably going to close out every single episode. Like I said, tonight is a short episode. We're doing a test of the buttons, a test of the features, all of that good stuff. Also, there's supposed to be a clock running in the big black section in the right down there. That didn't load either. I don't know what the hell's going on. But anyways, this is going to be where I give you some, let's say, deeper information into something that is more important. These are going to be bigger topics. We used to call this the big chat, but we're going to rename it to what I said every single week anyway, which was, I had a thought about that. And that's what we're going to be covering. So I wanted to talk about something. For those of you who didn't know, Wilbur Soot is a massive online content creator, very famous, young guy, and apparently stupid and abusive. His ex-girlfriend, so let me start here. Let's go back. His ex-girlfriend, Shibble on YouTube, Twitch. She went live on Twitch on February 24th. And she started talking about how her ex-boyfriend, who she did not identify, would bite her and leave bruises. Sometimes he would even poke the bruises for fun, despite her pleas with him not to. That plea is going to be interesting. That, please don't make fun of this. Please don't hurt me. Stop it. It's going to come up later. Okay? Quote, he would even joke that it looked like he abused me, she added. Quote, and eventually he did acknowledge how bad it looked, and I was covered in bruises all the time. So he stopped biting my arms as often, and he started biting my legs instead. If she was wearing shorts, that would kind of solve that problem. She went on to admit that for some time she didn't really realize what was happening, and it took a while for it to dawn on her that the individual was abusing her. She is the victim of domestic violence. And like many domestic violence victims, she didn't realize or acknowledge that she was the victim of domestic violence. She thought it was something that would go away. She thought it was something that would stop. She thought it was playful and just went too far. No, she was the victim of domestic violence, and she finally realized it. That's going to come up in a minute. Wilbur wasn't explicitly mentioned. Many fans knew about their relationship and mentioned that he is a biter. There's a video of him biting somebody. The guy's got some sort of biting fetish. Not here to kink shame. Do whatever is interesting to you, but make sure it's fucking consensual. Apparently, it wasn't, but that consensual permission is now a matter of contentious discussion. Here's why. On February 27th, the streamer finally responded as his name was frequently coming up alongside the story. Wilbur said, quote, now he released this statement, and the statement is what really caught my attention. Unfortunately, there are many, many instances of people with too much money and power forming relationships, and it is not healthy relationships. That wasn't the part that got my attention. I certainly feel for this girl because she is the victim of domestic violence. If her allegations are true, I should say that these are alleged. We have to cover legal things here. I don't know what is real and what's not. All I know is what he said, she said, and they've both said a lot. So he does reply. He says, in a very legally presented thing that is not clearly written by him. This is, again, one of those things where it's not written in the voice of the person whose name is attached to it. It's written in the voice of a lawyer. Quote, in the past week, a series of allegations have been made over my conduct from an ex-girlfriend. I want to emphasize that, although I feel it fair to offer my perspective, this person's feelings are completely valid. I have taken my time sharing this statement as I wanted to process and respond respectfully and with the hope to gain a deeper understanding for the situation. First of all, that last sentence was nothing but gobbledygook. Didn't mean anything. I have taken my time sharing this statement. Okay, that's not even proper grammar. As I wanted to process and respond respectfully with the hope to gain a deeper understanding for the situation. Whatever. I had no idea what that means. During our relationship's final months, so he acknowledges that this was going on for a long time, they were together, I regrettably became slobbish, disrespectful, and selfish. These actions caused a lot of pain to my ex-girlfriend, and I've since sought therapy to address these behaviors, making significant lifestyle changes to rectify my past actions. I have come to realize how much my past behavior hurt this person, but I truly, compassionately believe I have made great strides from the person I once was and hope I can continue to grow and improve on this trajectory. Let's tackle that paragraph for a second. We've done this before in previous episodes where we analyze the apologies or the justifications or whatever from CEOs to content creators, and they're often garbage. I have come to realize how much my past behavior hurt this person, but I truly compassionately believe I have made great strides from the person I once was. End right there. I'm going to stop mid-sentence. My past behavior. There's an admission to past behavior that hurt this person, quote unquote, but I believe I've made great strides from the person I once was. Again, an admission. So you did this? I mean, if I was a lawyer, I'm having a field day with this. This is perfect. My past behavior hurt this person. Fantastic. You're responding to allegations about your behavior. You've just admitted that your past behavior hurt this person. Thank you so much for making this such an open and shut case. Love ya. And I continue to grow and improve on this trajectory. Outside of me, you're not going to hear many content creators speak like that. This was written by a lawyer or a PR department or whatever. On the biting topic, he said, quote, "The allegation of abuse, particularly in the form of biting, deeply shocked me. Throughout our relationship, I understood from our numerous conversations and text message exchanges on the subject that this behavior was consensual, playful, and reciprocally enjoyed." Clearly not. Obviously not. And first of all, he says conversations and text messages. According to her, the conversations and text messages say, stop it. So to put that in a PR statement saying that in text messages, so in evidence, it was completely playful. Bro, if there's one text message that says stop, no means no. Like, you're so screwed. Why would you even acknowledge that? So dumb. And you're flat out calling her a liar. So this is now not just a, what did he call it? Deep, respectful and blah, blah, blah. What was it? Oh yeah. Respond respectfully. I wanted time to process. Where did it go? The person's feelings are completely valid. I wanted to process respect and get a deeper understanding. No, you're trying to defend yourself. Trying to defend yourself. Okay. While I may perceive our interactions differently, I recognize that this person has processed and expressed feelings of hurt. Ooh, you just said they expressed it. Now you're in trouble again. I want to extend my sincerest apologies for any pain that I caused. Bro, she said you were painful. You just, stop. First of all, get a new PR department. If your PR person wrote this, your PR person needs to get a new job and it's not working for you. Second of all, if you are admitting to these things, which maybe you are, if you are admitting to these things, you deserve to get the book thrown at your face. You've got a mountain of legal problems ahead of you, which apparently you deserve. Just saying. I'm just going off of this. He finished the statement by adding that he is, quote, fully committed to understanding and addressing her concerns going forward. Clearly not, because this entire statement is refuting her. You're simultaneously rejecting what she says and then admitting to it. So again, the contradiction is bad PR. The contradiction is bad law. You're screwed. This is a mess. Yeah. At any point, the phone company could be considered. Yeah, exactly. The text messages are going to sink this guy. He is so screwed. So he posts that on February 27th. Okay. He has this statement. He defends and admits and whatever. It's a joke. Shubble responds. She had 2 posts on Twitter, X, where she thanked her friends for their support and revealed she would be taking a break from social media. Big surprise. Fans went crazy. You've got Wilbur fans who were accusing her of lying and whatever else. And you've got her fans that are trying to jump to her defense and giving her legal advice and giving her PR advice and giving her, relationship advice and giving her consoling advice. Great. She thanked her friends for their support and then revealed she'd be taking a break. Quote, "I could not have imagined what I would wake up to today," she wrote. "My ex pretending he thought I enjoyed being hurt and all of my friends immediately coming to my defense. Yippee. The support has brought me to tears. I don't even know what to say. I'll be back. I'll just be taking a little time." That's nice. Oh yeah. And then the best part, she closed it out with a final tweet that said, "And for the record, I don't accept the apology." She also, blah, blah, blah. So far, he has not offered any further comment on the situation. Big surprise because the first one was a mess. And based on the comments, public opinion seems to be firmly on Shubal's side. Now, that's not a surprise. The Me Too movement has drastically changed how people perceive both the claims of victims and also the healing of victims. The public has become much more aware of what it means to endure this, and then also what it means to endure when it happens publicly, like when you have to deal with the opinions of the planet. That changes how you deal with your own trauma also. So the public typically comes out on the side of credible accusers. In this case, she is very much a credible accuser. In this case, he is very much on record as having this particular kink of whatever may be occurring in that bedroom. I don't know. So that's a whole weird thing. And in terms of like how people perceive it, it's weird. So that's going to be a problem. But I think this is another example, and we've gone through this with a lot. Like, this is a terrible apology, right? What we just heard, terrible apology from the potential abuser. Okay. We've seen this so many times where people, in most cases, celebrities will try to say, well, I'm learning, I want to understand, I'm making myself better. And then it comes off as completely fake. Anybody remember when Colleen Ballinger did this? She apologized via ukulele. Like, you remember that one? Like, that was fascinating. Oh yeah, of course you had Jake Paul who did it. I mean, there have been so many cases, especially for content creators, where they do these really half-assed apologies that aren't real apologies. It's one thing if you are trying to apologize and you're just not good at it, but it's genuine. It's like, hey, here's my apology and I'm sorry if this comes out wrong. It's another thing where you clearly don't give a shit and you're pretending to apologize because your lawyer told you to. That's what this seems to be. That's where this kind of rolls off the tracks right at the beginning. It's that it doesn't sound like Wilbur Soot. It doesn't address the things correctly, which maybe that's his input. He's like, no, we should put that in there. The lawyer's like, no, we shouldn't. He's like, yeah, we should. I pay you. Okay. Yeah, whatever. It would help. It would be very, very helpful if for us as viewers, as gamers, as fans, if we find out that the celebrities we like are terrible people, it would be nice if more of us stopped supporting them. But that's not what happens. We have so many people who watch and listen and buy tickets and buy merch and do all these things for truly terrible people. And they're like, yeah, but they're entertaining. I'm there for the entertainment. I don't need to get involved in their private life. Okay. If in their private life they murdered somebody, like, where's your line? Where's your thing that says, now it's not private life anymore. Now it's impacting my opinion of that person. I think for a lot of people, because they're just wanting entertainment, that line gets pushed really, really far away. People, by the millions, still support people like Aiden Ross. Still support people like Colleen Ballinger, who, for those who don't remember, she was accused of grooming children. Jury is out on that one. It was alleged, but just saying. So my line, I like, this is a comment in chat. My line is when they open their mouth about politics. That's it. That is the end of the line. Who cares if they're murderers or not? You say something about politics, done. End of fandom. Like, there are people who have done truly, truly terrible things, racist things, physically harmful things. They have hurt people, and everybody's like, yeah, but it's funny. It's funny stuff. Like Fousey. Fousey was a great example. Fousey was all about pranking people. He didn't care who the victim was. He just did it because he found it funny, and so did millions of other people. And even when the victim was claiming, like, this hurt, this was wrong, this damaged, this blah, blah, blah. Everybody's like, okay, but the other ones are funny, so I'm gonna keep watching. Like, there's incentive for these people to continue because the bills keep getting paid. It's a fact. There are people who don't care how harmful the action is as long as it's entertaining. We are Rome. We have become Rome. That was the downfall. It was entertainment at any cost. Who cares? Feed the Christians to the lions. It's funny. Like, that's where we're at. We are putting up with absolute moral garbage because we want to be entertained. And it's even worse now because now the entertainment is basically free. You can watch a 4-hour stream, and if you got a good ad blocker, you don't even have to support them with ads. You can watch a 4-hour live stream with no interruptions, with no cost to you, because you want entertainment. So that was the thought I had about that. See, short episode. Told you guys. As I said, in future episodes, this is going to continue on Friday nights for now. But in future episodes, there are going to be other segments that I've already built out that I think are going to be entertaining. And again, they're going to move, they're going to change, they're going to be not every week, except for probably Fast Facts. And I had a thought about that. Those two things will probably always be the open and end show closer, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, so please do me a favor, share this episode, get your friends watching. And if you haven't subbed to the YouTube channel already, if you're listening to this live, or if you're listening to the pre-recorded version, on Spotify or iHeart or iTunes or wherever you're listening to your podcasts, if you're listening there, please go drop a subscription on the YouTube channel. It'd be hugely appreciated because right now I am trying for YouTube Partner. But as always, go have yourself a good morning, a good day, a good night, whatever it is for you. And I will see you on Monday on Twitch. See ya.